So, Meirav Dulberg from Webby Web Design, nice to see you today. So, tell me, Webby Web Design, how long have you been operating
Thank you. It's
and
nice.
what?
Thanks for having me, Karen. It's nice to be here. So started the business in 2007. So it's like 16 years now, something like that, 16th year. And I am a web designer, web developer. I design and develop custom websites, starting with strategy, then custom design, collaborate with designers, graphic designers, copywriters, photographers to if needed for a project. I develop the website fully in-house, and then I provide support training on how to manage the website and ongoing support like workshops and ongoing training and support for my clients. I predominantly work with Squarespace and Shopify, so I'm an expert in both. I also can code, so I do also custom coded websites if needed.
And what do you enjoy about the process?
I think I enjoy most to get to know different business owners and actually follow them in their journey. Because I've been in business for so long, I have businesses that started when I started, and we've already on the fourth website, maybe just seeing them grow, but also meeting different type of businesses. I work with service providers, with food, with restaurants, with training, with all sorts of businesses, and just meeting people, and every project is different. It's just every day is different, so it's great. Yeah.
And what's the most challenging part of your role?
I guess getting it right. I need to get into the head of my customer and produce a design that they love, because that's like really passionate about them loving and being empowered by their website, but also that works for them. So so it is a challenge, and we need to meet, we need to have conversations, maybe talk to the branding person or photographer, but we get there at the end, and that's the most challenging but most satisfying when it's right.
Without naming the business, can you talk me through the process?
Usually, either I meet them in a networking event like by TM, or they find me on Google. So initially, I always like to chat, a personal chat, understand what they have now and what they need. So I will send them a little estimate for the project. Then if we're happy to go ahead, we start with the strategy session. I prefer to do that in person because I want to get to know my clients, but I do have a lot of interstate clients as well. So we can do it on Zoom, and it still works really well. We talk about the goals, we talk about the functionality and what worked on the website if they had it before. It's a long, an hour and a half session where I come up with a plan for functionality, and I get to know the business better in terms of their branding and the design and what they want to achieve. I then put together a strategy map, a website brief, and then we're ready to go. So to develop a great looking website, I look at 3 elements that I need the client to provide me with, but if they don't have it, I will help them get it, like introduce them, which is a brand, a logo. So sometimes they don't have one, or they need to refresh it. The words for the website, which is the copy. Sometimes they would write their own copy, sometimes they'll need a copywriter. And then the photos. So especially if it's product or a personal brand, they need professional photography. Otherwise, we look at other options. If we need to use stock photos, we do. But this is sort of, I work with them. So once I have all these 3 elements, I develop the custom design concept, I call it, concept time. And I would present 2. They can choose one or the other, or they can just choose elements from each. I really want to present the website and the information in different ways, so they can select what they like, and then we come up with a concept that they're happy with. And then I need all the content, the blogs, the videos, everything else, and I will develop the full website for them. Then we go back and forth a bit, with some fixes, with changes, then we go live. And once the website is live, we book a training session if they want. Some of my clients don't want a training session. They want me to manage the website, which is fine. But for those who do, we do a one-on-one session. I teach them how to blog, how to manage basic elements of a website. And then off they go. But they can book me in, if they can come to my workshops, which I've started running every month. co-working days, and then just keep giving the website some love, because I think that that's important. So yeah.
And what do you dislike the most about your work?
I don't think, maybe the bookkeeping, which I can outsource. Yeah, I do love every element. Yeah, I like everything.
And how do you feel the day the website goes live?
Yeah, it's a great feeling, especially you know, when people communicate it to me and say, you know, I've had someone say I'm crying, you know, things like that, from, you know, I want to give you a hug. I have a client in Oldbury, Wodonga, and she said that. So it was like, yeah, like it's great. It's like bringing their business to life online, and especially if I collaborated with others, it's just a group effort, and seeing it come to life is great. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. So we've worked together for a little while now, in fact, several years, and you've done both my websites and we're constantly tweaking them. What brought you to YTM in the first place?
Well, we met at a networking event, I think, before, quite many years ago. And I wanted to try, obviously, what to see what you do. And I stayed because it was many years ago now, and I stayed because I love a community. First of all, is the feeling of a community, what you created. Even new people, it's not only about people that have been there for many years, anyone that joins, like, it's really great way for me, especially as a sole business trader owner, to go and meet others that do the same, you know, experience the same things. And it's like my community, the office outside, you know, I don't have an office with colleagues, so this is sort of it. And the learning as well, like, it's not only that, but you learned, I made great connections, people that have helped me with my business, or I collaborated with, and people that became my clients. So yeah, that's why I love it, and I keep coming.
And what would, if you could change one thing, what would it be?
Probably more events, more in-person events, because I love them.
Excellent. Thanks, Meirav. Thank you for your support.